This is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Aggies will kick this deep to get us going. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Run it here. Defense is stopped for no gain. The defense and the crowd fired up tonight. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown in mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Ball handed to the running back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Ball scooped up on the defense. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense produces 6 points. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run it here. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
That game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Makes a quick grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, the quarterback's got to be much more cognizant of the line to gain. If you're going to leave it short, at least do it on their side of the field.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. He'll hand it off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And the runner takes off to his right. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down for the 14.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
We go with a direct snap. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8. Back to pass. It's Schmidt. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Finds into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember last time, it was going on fourth down and got stopped. And the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Keeping it on the ground here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Here's a target, and it's complete. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff heading left. Breaks into open space. And they've got him.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable third and short.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. They're going to run it. That gets the carry. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Got pass in the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. The 40, inside the 30. Crosses the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
He's sacked to be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustmts, or this thing could snowball.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. What a grab by the freshman.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Running out of time in the pocket. Wide open downfield. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here's the toss play now, running left. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
To throw, it's Schmidt. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down play coming up for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Second down play coming up. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. And the Aggies will have to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Look out, room to run here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep shot caught inside the 25. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers, as they put 6 more on the board.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Roger. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fire to the right side, complete. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Scanning the field, it's Schmidt. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The pass rush closing in. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Defense loading up on defensive backs here, wanting to take away the deep pass play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Oh, and he throws it back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it deep to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Back to throw. It's Schmidt. Makes the catch. It's Woods. And he'll pick up the first down, stopping at the 27.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Woods. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Schmidt. Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offense.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Swarmed by the defense.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
He dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw.
Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of, and they come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He can go. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A huge defensive score.
An aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. So after putting up a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, it is incomplete. They call a screen on first down, but he just dropped it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. It's a quick grab. Boom. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a third down stop.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fourth down, they'll try and run for it. They stop him, but it's a first down. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, it's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? It's an out route. The catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down after that previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
By another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
To the air, it's Schmidt. Caught over the middle, it's Woods. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
But this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Grinding away with a running game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, that one's picked off.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Makes the grab. It's Allen. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Here's the second down play. Using his legs, it's Allen. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
On the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They're going to run it. Finds room at the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This was a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. For the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes, try to get yourself in position and still make a run at the end of the year. You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up third.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business.